I'm Blair. Welcome to A Geezer's Perspective. A thought that occurred to me recently, or maybe I just saw it somewhere, I don't remember, is that while I don't really mind old age, it just seems to be coming at a bad time. Growing older should have come when I was a little bit more flexible, bending over and picking things up, when I happily went upstairs that didn't have handrails. It should have come when my mind was sharper, because there's a lot of terrific new gadgets, television, phones, cameras, and some things, I don't even know what they're called, but it's incredibly interesting stuff, and I have time to play with them. But I'm overwhelmed by the complexity of it all and the new vocabulary. Growing older should have occurred when I was stronger and more dexterous. I have a drawer in the kitchen with tools I need to simply open everyday food items, plastic packages, cans with rings in them, screwed caps on bottles, all require strength and agility. And when I say tools, I don't mean utensils. I mean pliers, scissors, vice grips, screwdrivers, a small hammer, and a really cool old gadget my wife acquired for opening jars. When I do my grocery shopping, nutrition is secondary to whether I can actually open it to eat. Growing older should have occurred when I was just a bit more dapper and cared how I looked. When I first moved into my neighborhood just 7 years ago, I prepared for my 200-foot walk to the mailbox. I'd shave, comb my hair, put on one of 20 spectacular sweaters my wife had knitted for me, and do backflips, somersaults, and an Irish jig on my way to the mailbox. Now, I pull on sweatpants over my pajamas, wearing a sweatshirt I got when the University of Illinois played in the finals of the NCAA National Basketball Tournament, and that was a long, long time ago. And then I shuffle over like Tim Conway, doing his old man routine. Growing older should have happened when I could see and hear a little better. I shouldn't complain. My sight and hearing is not all that bad, and I've got the best equipment available, but it bothers me when watching a play and everyone else in the audience laughs at something that I didn't quite get. But most important for me by far is that growing older should have occurred when more of my friends were still around. A dozen, actually many more than that, of the finest people I've ever known are gone. Now would be a perfect time for them to still be around. We'd have plenty of time to talk. We've mellowed, have different perspectives on issues, and there are questions that never got asked. This would be a wonderful time to visit with Bob. Oh, he would love analyzing the lawsuits and elections going on. Myron, Judy, Dottie, Diane, it's a long, long list. Well, I think I've made my case that old age comes at a bad time, but what have I got to resolve the problem? Nothing. Nothing, I guess, but my old fallback, the Serenity prayer admonition to accept things you can't control, and some words attributed to Mark Twain are comforting. Do not regret growing older. It's a privilege denied to many. But the bottom line, the one thing to take away from this rant: call, text, email, visit, write while you still can. Don't put anything off. In fact, do it now. Contact someone. Tell them that a strange old guy insisted that we talk.